we're starting shortly. I've just had to relaunch the game because we've had some settings issues with that and with OBS this evening already. Plus also my takeaway was late, so I've been eating. That's why we're starting 15 minutes later than normal. This is a takeaway that I was expecting to arrive on time, didn't. So we'll start shortly, and I'll see you in a moment. So it would appear we have no game sound. All we do, and it's just very, very quiet. Let's have a look. What's happening there? What have we got? Have we got game sound now? Yes, we do. Right. There we are, we're all good. Let me know how things are sounding. I'll turn that down a little bit. There we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We are finally live. Like I say, I was eating takeaway. If you want to know, it was Chinese. And it arrived a bit late. And then all these deliveries turned up all at once. So your Tesco order and the takeaway and everything turned up all at once on a rainy Wednesday. Anyway, we are ready to go. We are going to go straight into the trains. Tonight, as you may have seen from the title card on YouTube, we are looking at Great Western in the run-up to the Riviera Line coming to TSW6 next week. We're a week away from the early release. So if you pre-ordered it, you get a few days extra. You get 5 days extra. Now, from the screenshots that I've seen on the articles and things and what have you, looks very, very good. And I'm very excited. So, in anticipation of the Great Western Riviera Line coming, we are going to dive into some Great Western lines. First of which was obviously Great Western Express. Now I know it's not the remaster, we're waiting for that to come as well. But we will jump in and run a couple of timetable services there. It's 2016 timetable, so there we go. We'll jump in on a class 166. We don't need to drive the high-speed train, we know what it's like. We'll see how my stopping distances are with the 166. And we'll get that to load. Let's have a look at that. Reading to London Paddington, we'll go that way. Dynamic weather on the 17th of September. Yeah. Let's dive right in, we'll wait for it to load. And we'll take a swig of ginger beer. Alcoholic ginger beer. If you know the brand, then you know. I'm not going to name it. Other alcoholic ginger beers are probably available, I suppose. Maybe. Let's get started. Right. I need to move some things aside. Grab the keyboard so that we're ready to set everything up. Master key in. Reverse it to forwards. AWS on. Headlights. And we are good to go. We'll jump out of the cab. Give it some smoke. Diesel exhaust. We pull away. And we'll go into camera 8. This is obviously pre-remaster. We haven't had the remaster released yet. So we are running the very old and tired looking route. But the remaster, I'm sure, will finally do this route some justice and give it the lick of paint it deserves. So there's our 166 departing. We got anything else here? No, it's a bit empty. There we are, right. It'd be good to see this line getting all busy with 800s and goodness knows what else is coming in the remaster. I'm not entirely sure. HSTs and all sorts. There we are. So we can accelerate all the way up to 90. We're going 4.5 miles to Twyford. So if you know me, you will know that this line, in fact all the way down to Plymouth, this line I have travelled extensively. Certainly during my university days and most recently on my honeymoon. And I also need to point out that that's a bingo. Being that, so you get that one. And probably tech issues as well, if we're being honest. Let's go back to our bingo card and we'll highlight tech issues. Can't blame Jason, he's not here. I believe he's over on Dovetail stream for their preview. I believe it's the Morristown preview or something tonight. But I'm sure if he has the opportunity to pop in, he will do. So up we go to 90 miles an hour. We will jump out there just for some horn action, why not? Water is saying that the sound is all good. Thank you. Good to see you here, Mr. Water. A Water Sim Gamer, as you are now calling yourself. It's good to see you. Always popping in and saying hello. A good supporter of the channel. I'm sure Dougie will be popping in as well. Maybe Harry as well, the regulars. But if you are new to the channel and you haven't dropped a subscribe or a like, please consider doing so. It does help out the channel and make sure that more people see more content. And more content is coming. We've been working hard on our farming sim videos. We are going to be also doing some heavy cargo simulator. We're going to be doing some of that content as well. And yes, more farming sim and just whatever really. You may have seen the motto change. I'm not sure if I covered this last week. The motto on the logo on the YouTube channel has changed ever so slightly with our shift of focus. Rather than being your home in a universe of gaming, which you still are, we still are. Instead of that, our focus is trucks, or trains, trucks and tractors, I believe is the motto now. And we will change all of the branding to reflect that across the various places that you see it. But that's our focus. We're gonna focus as a channel on trains, on trucks, and on tractors, of course. Occasionally touching on other forms of transport and other games as well. But predominantly, that's where we're heading with the channel. For now, as is often the case in the world of gaming, things change rapidly. So we do need to quite severely slow down. I hadn't realised that we were just over half a mile away. We need to slow down from our speed down to a more considerable speed for approaching station. We're aiming for around about 25-30 miles an hour as we hit that leading platform edge now. We're coming into Twyford. We seem to be alright. We seem to be doing okay. We could ease off the braking for now. And reapply as we get closer to that stop marker. We're 50 yards. Are we going to make a very good stop? Is it going to be alright? Oh, I think we're going to have quite a good stop here. 10 yards out. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. I hope you are too. So yeah, like I said, we have 2 more parts recorded and just need editing for the Farming Sim series, which is Island Life, Alone in the World. We've been developing that farm on that map for around about 5 episodes we're at now, 3 of which are up on YouTube, 2 are still to be edited and posted, and they will be put up in the next few days. And then we'll carry on with that. We'll do some heavy cargo simulator as well in the next couple of days perhaps, and we'll see where we go from there. Of course, I'm looking forward to the new truck sims that are coming to Xbox. So we've got Road Kings, looks very good, and we'll be looking at some of the predecessors for that game from Sabre and Focus. So we'll be looking at SnowRunner Expeditions and Roadcraft, of course, which has recently had a new update. So we'll be covering that at some point. Star Trucker has also had an update, so we'll try and get a video out on that, I suppose. But yeah, lots of great content to come, like I say. Let's depart Twyford and head towards Maidenhead now. Ah, good. You're good. Yeah, good, thanks. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. So, we accelerate up to 90, sorry, as we depart. We've got another 166 going at a rate of knots there. A fast service. Of course, this line is mostly electrified. There we are. Electrified now, and so we've got the 800s and things coming along. We've got the 387s running along here, as well as the 166s still. But yes, and of course the Elizabeth line running a fair distance out. In fact, I believe we're on a line that would be on the Elizabeth line, unless they've extended it over. Difficult to know. Can't remember. But like I say, I'm looking forward to the remaster of this route, which I'm sure will include perhaps not a drivable Elizabeth line, but at least it's there in AI, I would assume. And then we've got all the other services and things running as well. So we are inbound to Paddington. If we bring up our timetable, Maidenhead is the next stop, then Taplow, Burnham, Slough, West Drayton, Hayes and Harlington, Ealing Broadway, and then London Paddington. Those are our stops. There we are. We've got, what's this, a shed approaching us. on that line there. Give it a horn as it passes us. Why not? Hi, another game coming called Docked by Saber Interactive. Yes, that's right. It's a shipping one, isn't it? Where you manage a dock. I'm not sure about the premise of that one. I don't know if that's something that I will look at. But yes, that is another one coming. Hello, Dougie. We were just saying we were wondering whether you were going to pop in this evening, but you're here, the number one fan in the top fans ranking. If I just quickly have a look at that. Currently, Dougie is number one. It's not showing, but I would assume that Water is somewhere in second place or thereabouts. But that is just a bit of fun. The more you interact with the channel, the higher up the rankings you go. Dougie is currently sitting at number one. If you want to get on those rankings, you need to be in the chat, you need to be interacting, and what have you. And then you will be on the chat. Of course, we can also add emotes. I believe that emotes are now a thing. I'll just pop one in the chat as a test. There we go. I'm not sure what that emote is, but it's there in the chat for you. 88 miles an hour. We're going to go back to the future. Probably only a reference to older fans of the channel will understand. Those of you who are younger perhaps have not seen that film. I'm not sure. AWS is pinging. Why is that pinging? We are going too fast. We need to start slowing down. We're 1.5 miles out. We're okay. But we do have a speed restriction, which is why AWS pinged us. So there we are. That's that then. Yes, Docked. I'll have to have another look at Docked, Dougie, because I've only seen the one trailer, but I'll need to go and have a look at that. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure that it's one that I'll pick up. So we are approaching Maidenhead. We haven't got announcements yet. Those are coming in a week or so. Just over a week. In time for my birthday. The early release day is the 25th of September, which those of you who know it's my birthday. So that's brilliant timing, isn't it? Well done, Dovetail, for that. Thank you very much for giving me an excellent birthday present in bringing the Riviera Line to Train Sim World for my birthday. My 45th birthday. So there we are. That's a good present. It's almost like they planned it. They didn't. I will add that they didn't plan it for me. Although I have, had previous connection to Dovetail, I did not influence the release schedule in any way. No, I overshot a little bit, but we are still on the platform. Not a problem. 87 yards, 88 yards, 90 yards. There. Okay. Well, we didn't overshoot. We overshot the marker, but we didn't overshoot the station, so it counts. We'll go into 8 camera for the pull away on this one, I think. These stop times are quite long. I hadn't realised how long we stop at the stations along the way. They seem to be quicker these days. No, that's just Nightbot. Let's lock our doors and we'll be on our way. Go back to camera 8. Quite a full train this afternoon, or this morning, in game. There we are, pulling away. I would like to see more trains, of course, so, you know, that's something that we need to have in the remaster. We are talking about Great Western today. Hello, Harry. Brilliant to see you. You've just taken a #1 spot in the top fans. So it is an all-out fight between you and Dougie. You've just pushed Dougie into #2. You are on the same amount of points though, so I'm not sure why it's done that as such. But hello, good evening. Thanks for joining. I hope you're well. So our next stop is Taplow. Like I say, we are talking about the GWR and the upcoming Riviera Line. Which I'm very, very excited for. I'm good, thanks. Good. I'm very excited for. I'm really looking forward to the preview next week. I will be watching it later because hopefully we'll be streaming next week, all being well. However, I may not stream and just go and watch the preview. We'll see how we feel. Next week we'll try and schedule something ready for that. If we don't stream next week on the preview day, we will definitely be streaming on early release day, so keep an eye out on YouTube for the stream notifications, and we will let you know. I'll let you know by posting something on YouTube so that you're aware of what's happening. It could be quite simply that we just don't stream on a Wednesday and we save the stream for the early release day. That sounds to me like a plan. We're probably going to overshoot this station. We're going way too fast here. That was my fault. We were too busy talking. Oh, she's not behind. Oh, I think we might have hit her. She's not behind the yellow line. I think that may have been a strike. Well, we're definitely overshooting this. Yeah. I feel like we should go and check, sort of see whether that person's okay. She's not there. She's... okay. She's gone. She's gone. She's under the wheels of the train. I think we might have caught her and dragged her underneath. Tragedy. Yes, well, she was not behind the yellow line. That was shocking. She will get a stern telling off from the British Transport Police. Like I say, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police. You know the rest, I don't need to say it. We're all familiar with that now. Let's pull away from this station that we've overshot and say no more about it. As you can see, the overhead lines are in place here. Like I say, in the upcoming remaster, I'm sure that the overhead wires are in place for the entire length of this route. So that provides us with a good opportunity to run electric services as well. And of course, the GWR 800, or the 801, or whatever it is that's coming to Riviera Line is obviously bi-mode, and they change power in or around the sort of Newbury area. somewhere around there. I've been on it enough times to know it's usually around Newbury. But not always. So we are obviously a diesel service. We're running diesel line. We're running a stopping service towards Paddington this evening for the first part of the stream. It's shortened by 15 minutes, but we will see how we get on with that one. That was my fault. So there we are. Right. We do need to slow down. As we come into Burnham, and then after Burnham it's Slough, West Drayton, Hayden Harlington, Ealing Broadway and Paddington itself. And then we will either do a service the other way with something else, or we will jump to the only other section of the Great Western Railway that we have currently in game, and that's of course West Cornwall Local. Until the Riviera Line comes next week, and then yes, we can focus on doing that. We'll be playing the Riviera Line quite heavily, I think, in upcoming streams, as it is my local route, a route I am very, very familiar with. And we'll be running all sorts of services all over that. Unlock the doors, let the passengers on. This doesn't seem anywhere near rainy enough for a September heading towards London. For the next run, maybe we'll set the weather to rain and see how we get on. There's something coming through, we can hear it. There's an HST. They no longer run in sets like that, of course. They no longer run many sets anymore. Let's lock our doors. And we are now departing towards Slough. So 2.4 miles to Slough. But probably not enough distance in order to get up to 90. Apologies, I'm drinking ginger beer. There we go. Right. Another 166 passing us there. Another HST. So we'll ease off the power now, we're a mile out. So this is Slough. That 166 over there has just come from the Windsor and Eton line, which that would be great if we had that as an extension. I know it's not, you know, there's not a lot on that extension, but it would be great if we had that as an extension when the remaster comes out. I think that would be just sort of complete the package. This building site here looks like they're building for the Elizabeth line, of course, which, if I'm right, runs on this line here. Now, I'm not sure. Or that one over there, that line there, is where it runs. Just slightly overshot. There. So, I think the Elizabeth line runs on this line now. I don't know for sure. I would have to go away and check, I suppose. I'm pretty sure it's this one. These two lines. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure, if I'm messing this up and getting it wrong. But that's what I believe. We haven't unlocked the doors, the passengers can't get on. So sorry. I only wanted to open the window. Apparently you can't. You can't open the window on this one, you can only open the door. Oh well. There we are. We're not running with the door open. Again, it's quite a long stop. West Drayton is the next stop. I'm fine, just waiting for the nurse to rebandage my toe. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. You had an injury, didn't you? Ah, okay. So, West Drayton, next stop, 4.7 miles. What we'll do on the next run, we'll change the weather up ever so slightly. And then we'll run something either on this route or the West Cornwall route as the other part of Great Western. We have got the throttle full open and we're only doing 60. We are going uphill ever so slightly. So we're not stopping here. Which is, let's have a quick look on the map. That's Langley West, Langley and Ivor, and we're stopping at West Drayton. And then we're going onwards. So we're semi-fast on this run. We've got some wagons to the left of us. Clowns to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with it. I don't know where I went with that. Carrying on, we've got the catenaries above us with no wires. Of course, this was during the electrification process of this part of the line, of course. This is 2016, this timetable. So quite an old timetable by TSW standards. We are not stopping here, which is of course Hayes. No, Ivor. Sorry, I'll get my stations right in a minute. And then it's West Drayton is there. That's where we're stopping. A mile away. So we will apply some brakes. Probably a little bit more braking than that. Sound the horn as we approach, why not? That'll do nicely, thank you. We'll take that as a win. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. The lady over there is not too happy. She's got her arms crossed. Lock our doors. Hayes and Harlington is the next stop. Hayes and Harlington, Ealing Broadway and London Paddington. I've only seen 166 on here so far. Last time we came up to London, I saw at least 2 of them. So we may see another one yet. What am I getting pinged for? Showing we've got a yellow, except it's not showing on the track monitor there. That's a bit worrying. We will proceed with caution, as I feel like perhaps we shouldn't have had a yellow. That one's green, so that one's alright. All of the signals beyond are green by the looks of it. Start to slow down for Hayes and Harlington. a little bit forward of the stop sign, but I'm sure no one's going to worry too much about that. That one's racing through. Probably a fast service to Reading. Just let the passengers load, and then we'll be on our way to, I believe it's Ealing Broadway, yes. Lock our doors, and we will be on our way. Just checking something. Five miles to go. We are apparently running a little bit late by the looks of it. That is usual for a Geek Daddy service. We are often at least a minute or two late. There have been times where we've been on time or early. They are a bit of a rarity though. This is, if I'm right, Southall? No, not Southall. Yes, Southall. Southall with its water tower. And then there's an older tower here, which is now flats, part of a cooperative, I believe. Just here. Behind the yellow line, Jesus. They're not behind the yellow line, someone needs to tell them off. Or they'll get sucked off, and nobody wants that. .7 miles now to Ealing. There was a young man from Ealing who had an expectorant feeling when a sign on the door said "Don't spit on the floor." He looked up and spat on the ceiling. That is about the only thing I know about Ealing. Apologies for that poor limerick. There's in 66. 2 miles to go. We are not stopping at this station, so we'll sound the horn. Lots of yard stuff coming on here. I don't think this is Old Oak Common. We're not at Old Oak yet. No, surely not. No, this is Plaza. I have to just re-familiarise myself. Haven't played this route in a long time. I travelled on this route fairly often and very recently. Old Oak is a bit closer to Paddington. We do need to slow down. Why have we got that then? Why did we get an AWS? There we go, that will do. Not too bad. We have got a tube service sat there. I think it's static. I don't know that one goes anywhere. Just a static tube unit to represent the tube services between Ealing Broadway. Hi Harry and Dougie. Water is saying hello. Oh, and the weather has just changed. I was wondering if it would. As we leave Ealing Broadway, we've just got a bit of a rain shower happening. Go easy on the accelerator. We don't want any wheel slip or anything like that. So now into Paddington, our last stop, 5 miles away. coming to that area, which is obviously Old Oak. There's an HST racing us. So we are, this is Old Oak Common coming up here, I believe. Acton Yard, sorry. Old Oak is actually here. This is Old Oak. So we're not quite there yet, that's Acton. I will get there eventually, I'll get the right one. HST pulling away from us now. We will try to accelerate, we're not going to catch it. It is going at a rate of knots. I like trains. Yes. Welcome LS Playground, I like trains too. As you may have noticed, 3.3 miles, there's another HST there. 3.3 miles from Paddington as we start coming into Old Oak Common now. HST just ahead of us. We are going to have to slow down, we're not going to catch it. Well, we might actually. I'm a Thomas and Friends fan, that's good to hear. I think we all are. I think that's where we all began our love of trains, which with Thomas. We're going to pass that HST. Yeah, who's winning the race now? We do have to slow down to 50 though, that's the only thing. This is epic. What a moment, racing an HST into Paddington. We are being reduced to 50 mile an hour, that's the limit. That HST is going to have to slow down as well. Who's going to get there first? Place your bets. I reckon it's the HST, because it's longer and bigger and faster than us, but hey ho. If we can pull alongside the power car, that would be pretty awesome. That is a thunderous noise. You might want to turn your speakers down for this. This is pretty epic, I'm not going to lie. Oop. That's quite noisy. We'll jump back in the cab now. We've got the HST, the Class 43, just alongside us now as we run into Paddington. There we go. What an epic moment. That's worthy of a screenshot, I have to say. Screenshot of the week. That is worthy of it. Get rid of the overlay. And press the screenshot button. Screenshot saved. And we carry on. This is awesome. What a moment. Your upload to OneDrive failed. Your OneDrive is full. Hello. What's the question mark for, LS Playground? What's the problem? We are having to slow down. Speed limit coming up. What about the steam trains? What about the steam trains? We're running Great Western tonight, Playground. So we are looking forward to the Riviera Line that's coming into TSW6, and in order to get ourselves excited for that, we're looking specifically at Great Western Railway. Got AWS ping there, the HST just pulling ahead, it's going to arrive just before us. we do have a 25 mph limit. That HST is clearly not doing 25. Or if it is, it's doing it ahead of us, of course. What is it about the steam trains that you're talking about? Are you asking me if I like steam trains? Of course I do. I love steam trains. But I also have my favourites among the more modern ones as well. Of course, the HST is a favourite of mine. Travelled on that a lot growing up. I'm sure we all did, if we're of a certain age. Let's get our braking in place here. Of course, this is all Elizabeth Line stuff now on these platforms. That'll do. Probably go forward a bit more, but we'll stop there. Welcome to LS Playground Railway. Nope. This is Great Western Railways at London Paddington. So we have to lock the doors here. And that's the end of that service. So we will go to the main menu and we will immediately jump to our next route. So I think LS Playground, I think you want to see some steam. Let's see if we can sort that out for you. Should we run some steam services on West Cornwall? Shall we give that a go? What have we got? What have we got? Let's have a look. We've got a Jubilee in black. Can you do the Thomas and Friends map? Unfortunately, we're not running Thomas and Friends, I'm afraid. Let's see what we can sort out though. Let's see if we can run. Let's see what we can do. Timetable. So we have Thomas the Tank Engine in his original blue. And we have his birthday original green. Well, I say original blue. He was originally in green. So let's run him in orange on the West Somerset line. I wasn't going to do West Somerset, but because we do have a new person to the channel for this occasion, as a one-off, we'll run a service for. I'm not going to do that. Problem is, they're an hour and 25 minutes long. We're not going to run for that long. What we will do is we will jump into West Cornwall and we'll spawn a Jubilee into the timetable, and then we'll replace the Jubilee with Thomas. We'll do that for you. 36-minute service. There we go. So we are in a Jubilee. We've got a Steam service for you loaded up. What we'll do is we'll replace that. We do have one of Mr. Jason Page's Pacers come all the way down from North. Northern Rail Pacer, yeah. And we've got a Class 37 there. And then we've got our steam engine here. We will replace Leander. A steam engine I've actually seen in real life, I believe. We'll replace Leander with Thomas. So we'll go into, hang on, let's sort this out. We'll jump out of here. And then we will delete the train, like so. And then we'll spawn a new train. And if we go up to here, go Thomas. Like so. And then we have Thomas Tank Engine, original green. Do you want him in blue or green? Nightbot's telling you off. Okay. Blue. Okay. And we will run him with Annie and Clarabelle, of course. So we'll spawn him in just here. We are at Truro, of course. So we will run from Truro down to Penzance. In Thomas, let's climb aboard. Stand in driver's position. Doesn't really matter what side we stand. Let's close the door. So we are now in Thomas. And we are ready to depart, almost. Let's get those doors open. I'm hoping I haven't put them the wrong way round. Or is that not? Which way are we going? St. F. Penzance. So we are going down that way. It doesn't... what we need to do is we do need to set Thomas as our active train. So set path. And then we are going all the way down to St. Earth, which is... wait a minute. Down here somewhere. I'll find it in a second. Where are we going? think Earth is over here somewhere. I've got confused on the map. I think Earth is down here. So we set our point. We are St. Oscar Truro, London Paddington, London Paddington. So we want this one. Confirm. And off we go. I'm not sure that we're going to run Thomas all the way down to Penzance. We will see. Wasn't the plan. Nightbot, stop misbehaving. I don't think Nightbot's misbehaving. I think LS Playground just got overexcited and Nightbot told him off. Jump back in our cab and then fly out of here. We'll turn Thomas's light on. It's only because the weather's not the best. We have got quite a way to go. We'll get Thomas to speed up. The intention was to run a class 37 or that Jubilee along here. All at 150, but LS Playground, fairly new to the channel, quite a young lad I think, or lady, I don't know, and then had asked, you're fine, let's not go that far. So I am pushing the throttle as hard as I can go, but Thomas is really struggling to go much above 50 along the Great Western Line down to Penzance. Let's see if we can get him above 50 mile an hour. He's working his little socks off. Bless him. Right. No problem. Thank you for popping in. As Thomas goes round the corner, LS Playground has got to go. We have quite a way for Thomas to travel. We'll see if he can do it. The only problem is that I have got to keep my finger on the throttle to keep Thomas going. working hard, bless him. These inclines are not kind to him. I have no idea how far away St. Earth is. Having to hold my finger on the throttle just to keep Thomas going is proving hard work, actually. Taxi Life gets a new update tomorrow. It does indeed. For those of you who are into your driving simulators and simulators in general, Taxi Life, we have been following that one on the channel and on the Discord for a while, and it is getting a brand new free update tomorrow. Some new content and upgrade, quality of life improvements as well. So we may check that out. Well, we'll play it tomorrow. Whether we record a video for it, we will see. We might do. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, Heavy Cargo Simulator is getting a update as well at some point. Economy mode and things like that. And very soon we'll be getting the On The Road update, which looks fantastic. So we will try and cover that on the channel as well. Let's keep Thomas going to St. Earth. I was going to jump out of doing Thomas, but we are going to end at 9 o'clock anyway. I know I started 15 minutes late, but we're going to end at our usual time. So we will try and get Thomas down to St. Earth before then. We've got about 20 minutes. He's working incredibly hard here. We are actually speeding, Thomas. You need to slow down. You speed demon, you. I don't know why, but the West Cornwall line suits Thomas. Something about the West Cornwall line just sort of works. We are slowing down quite considerably. Can't actually see Thomas at the moment. Nightbot is just saying welcome to the stream, sit back, relax and enjoy the mayhem. The mayhem has not been all that forthcoming this evening. It's been quite calm, but positive vibes only. Remember, run fast, laugh hard, be kind, as the doctor would say. Are we going to make it to St. Earth before 9 o'clock? Let's have a look. Oh, the LEVC. Oh, nice. London Electric Taxi. Nice. That's cool. Right. We might make it to St. Earth before 9 o'clock, you know. If Thomas behaves himself. But when did the licensed car come? That's not coming tomorrow, is it? That'll be a future update, I'd imagine. Dougie, could you do me a favour? Could you possibly have a look at LS Playground's paid DLC? Yep, tomorrow. Could you do me a favour and have a look for me at LS Playground's YouTube channel? I have a suspicion that they are quite young. I don't have a problem with anyone looking at the channel and watching it, but coming into the live chat when they are probably a child, we might want to stop that from happening. Occasionally I make content for children, but it will be specifically labelled as so, and this stream hadn't been specifically labelled as for children. So I don't know how they managed to find us. I mean, it's nice that children feel they can come and watch the stream, but I'd rather not get in trouble for saying the wrong thing whilst the child is watching. If you could have a look at that and then take the appropriate action for me, please, as the moderator. Thank you. Just had a quick look at their channel. On their channel it says they're 7 years old, so we need to somehow stop them from getting to the channel. I don't know how. We are going way too far. This is St. Earth. Is this St. Earth? No, it's not. We'll hide the user from the channel just because they are underage by quite a significant margin. But I don't know if we can ban them as such. Not really any way to stop that from happening. I wish there was a bit more control. Anyway, moving on. Hidden them from, yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, thank you very much, Dougie. There's a 150. They're all going to be quite surprised to see Thomas hurtling down the track. Doing 52 miles an hour. Why am I still running this service? I have no idea. Anyway, we'll carry on because we've only got 15 minutes left of the stream. Might as well. That's what happens when you let a child hijack your stream. And it's not my child either. I can guarantee you, definitely not my child, Amelia. Amelia's upstairs doing her reading and gone to bed. Quite why a 7-year-old is able to be on YouTube at 8:30 at night on a school night. You've got to wonder what the parents were doing. Yeah. Yeah, that raises some questions, that does. But let's not worry too much about it. If anyone wants me to make some more child-friendly content, then they only have to say, and I will certainly try and accommodate that. There is a video on the channel that is specifically for children and those with special educational needs as well. So there's no commentary. It is purely just driving with some captions for those who want to read the captions, but no commentary from me. And it is much more accessible for children and things, I suppose. I have absolutely no idea how close we are. This is starting to feel like it was a bad idea. I am not sure that we should have acquiesced to the request from a 7-year-old who has seemingly hijacked the stream. There we are. So we have somehow managed to get Thomas up to almost 70 miles an hour. How much faster can we go before his wheels fall off? Is tonight going to be the death of Thomas the Tank Engine? I hope not, but we never know. We are now somehow speeding. Look at his wheels. They are a blur of excitement and frantic hurrying along the line. I'm pretty sure Thomas was never designed to go this fast. We are still speeding. He's not even worried, bless him, look. He's still smiling. Happy little Thomas. And he's watching you. He's staring right into our souls as we hurtle down the West Cornwall line. Go on, Thomas, you legend. He's enjoying himself. He's out for a very good run on the West Cornwall line here, exploring what the Great Western Railway has to offer. This wasn't the plan, but here we are. We're doing it anyway. Let's keep going, Thomas. Let's keep going. We must be nearly there by now. We're miles away still. Good grief. We have 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Come on, Thomas. The race is on. 9 minutes to get to St. Oath. I'm going to push you for everything you've got, Thomas. We are going to literally get the hammer down and push Thomas as hard as we can. Work his little wheels off. And pay for all those times he caused confusion and delay. As Thomas said, I know I can, I know I can. Well, we're about to find out whether he can or not. We are speeding, of course, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's just see exactly how fast we can get Thomas to go along the Great Western Railway. I have the throttle hard open. We are doing 76, we're approaching 80. We are pushing Thomas hard. Come on. How close are we now? We are approaching St. Earth at a rate of knots. We're at 80 miles an hour. We might just sail all the way through St. Earth, I think. We've got to be getting close now. 82. Can we get 90 out of Thomas before we hit St. Earth? What do we think? Around this viaduct. We are massively speeding. Thomas doesn't care, he's got places to be. He's got a pasty waiting for him at the end of the line. This has turned into something else, hasn't it? This was not what you expected when you joined this stream. Come on, Thomas, keep going. We must be getting close to St. Earth now. This looks like St. Earth. Should we slow down or should we keep going? I'm trying to find a decent camera angle. Yeah, this is St. Earth. Let's stop here. Come on, Thomas. Apply all your brakes, buddy. We didn't get to 90. We almost got there, but not quite. And we're going to spad right at the end, which is appropriate because we haven't done that yet this season. No, we did. We did. In the first week back, we spad within the first 5 minutes. There we go. It wouldn't be a Geek Daddy stream without a spad to end the evening. We are going to stop there. We've got about 5 minutes. We're going to stop there. Like I say, we have got more farming sim coming on the channel in the next couple of days. That series is plodding along nicely. We are playing Alone in the World 2K25 on Farming Simulator 25. And that is plodding along. Today's videos did not quite go to plan, and you'll see those when the videos drop very soon. If you want to be notified of when those videos drop, of course, like and subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, I'm sure the link has been put up in the channel somewhere with Nightbot. But from me, that is all for this week. I will be back next week. Date and time to be confirmed, as we do have the early release of TSW 6 coming next week on the 25th, which I believe is a week today. Let me just check my calendar because I'm rubbish with dates. It's a week tomorrow. So what we will do is perhaps next week we will move our evening stream to a Thursday instead, so that we can play some more Train Sim World. and we can try the new Riviera Line in Train Sim World 6. Right, I'm off for another beer of some description. I will see you soon. Take care for now. It's the Geek Daddy signing off. Bye-bye. That hasn't worked. Let's reload that. Why is that not working? Try that. Reload, please. Okay. Open. Okay. That's not loaded. Alright then. None of my titles are working. Well, we will understream. I'm not sure why that is failed. Let's get rid of this. Let's bin that one off. Bear with me. We'll give you a proper ending in just a moment. Don't you just love when OBS fails? Right. There we go. Open. Loop. Okay. I will see you soon. Bye bye.